Sports Show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, church guys, sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guys sports show. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call the plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We reppin' every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the gospel, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score, we gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church guy sports show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guys sports show. The church guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Church Guys Sports Show for today, the 3rd of March, 2026. New York Knicks win tonight in Toronto, 111-95. Another pull-away win in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, where the Knicks absolutely, completely dismantled the Toronto Raptors. 10th straight win by the Knicks over the Raptors since the OG Anunoby trade. 10th straight. 10th straight. 4-0 this year against the Raptors. And they got one more against each other back at the Garden later on in the season. First year, the NBA is giving the same division teams 5 games against each other instead of 4. But, yeah. Another statement win by the Knicks. And I know some people might say, well, statement win. Absolutely, because Toronto is actually a good basketball team that is fighting for position in the Eastern Conference. This was, quite honestly, if things hold true, Toronto is currently 6th. This was a first-round preview. So the Knicks needed to beat Toronto for the 4th time to let them know, hey, if we see each other in the first round, you ain't got a chance. you ain't got a chance. And that's what the Knicks did tonight. 111-95 win over the Toronto Raptors. Y'all get in here. Like, share, tag, comment. Let's get into the conversation. Let's get this out to everybody. Tonight, Jalen Brunson led the way, 26 points on 10 of 22 from the floor. Karl-Anthony Towns, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. A very involved game. And Cat played the passing lane today. He jumped in the passing lane and got a breakaway dunk on a steal. When was the last time you saw Karl-Anthony Towns jump in the passing lane, make a steal, and take it coast to coast for the dunk? OG Anunoby is rounding back into form. Only 15 points tonight, but, and I'm sure El will agree, most important stat of OG Anunoby, 5 of 6 from the floor. He's rounding back into form. That month that he had off with that toe injury in the All-Star break, it slowed him down a little bit. We had a little scare with Mitchell Robinson tonight, but he seems to be okay. And tomorrow, back at the Garden, the Knicks will take on the Western Conference leading defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. So another one of those test games tomorrow. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to start with tomorrow's game. So, El, do you think that Mike Brown actually deploys the real offense tomorrow? Oh, he done pulled out his keyboard.
A sports guy talk show.
Does the real Nick offense show up tomorrow night, or do we get what we've been getting against the two top teams against the top team in the Eastern Conference this year, which has been no shows? Now, again, because I think you and I are on the same page with this now. I think we both agree that clearly the Knicks are not worse than the Pistons, especially not 30 points worse. I think we both agree that Mike Brown, I don't think he's telling them to take the game off, but he's probably like, yeah, we're not going to show them nothing.
Yeah.
We're not going to show them nothing. We get to the playoffs, then we'll unleash it.
Have we played OKC yet this year?
No, this is the first time. That's why I asked, do we actually deploy? We're only going to play them twice. So it's not like Detroit where they're in your conference. You got to get through them to get to the finals. So
it's at the Garden?
Yeah, tomorrow night's at the Garden. Tomorrow night's home.
Shea is going to try to come in and put on a 33rd Street show.
But listen, the Knicks are 23-8 at the Garden this year, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So they've been protecting home court. So, I mean, just for that reason alone, I think they show up.
There's a possibility that I think we come to play tomorrow.
Okay, there it is. You heard it from Bishop L. He thinks that the real New York Knickerbockers will be told by their coach to show up tomorrow against the defending champs, and I kind of agree with that as well. I the Western Conference team. You don't see the Western Conference team to the finals anyway. By then, everybody's battered, beat up. They'll have, by the time you get to the finals, that team will have watched a million films on you anyway, so they'll know what you've done through the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. But again, against a team like Detroit, who's in your conference, who you're not going to see to the conference finals, you keep some of those wrinkles away, and you don't show them much. Even though there've been little tweaks to the offense that you saw against San Antonio on Sunday, little extra things. I saw something tonight that looked a little different as well. I saw a lot more pick and roll between Cat and Brunson tonight, which is something we never usually get. So slowly but surely, he's starting to roll, and it got them both going at different points in the game. So that's important. So I think we're going to get a good look at the New York Knicks tomorrow night. Brandon Ingram tonight had 31 points, 24 in the first half. He always seems to have big first halves, especially big first quarters against the Knicks, and then the Knicks shut off the water. Like every time. Every time it's like, oh, okay, get yours. Go ahead. Second quarter on. All right, you're done.
Shut that water off like they paying a bill.
For real. And the bill is double what it's supposed to be. They shut the water off again on Brandon Ingram. Ingram started off he finished a very efficient 11 of 20, but with that 11 of 20, like a good 7 or 8 of those misses were in the second half.
Yeah.
When he was getting those shots in the second half. OG Anunoby stepped up defensively on Brandon Ingram. Muhammad Diawara did a great job on his time on him. Kudos again to Coach Mike Brown, finally putting a larger wing when OG is out, putting a larger wing like Diawara on a guy like Brandon Ingram. Because, we've been crying for this, because having Josh Hart try to defend those guys is crazy. Because you got a 6'8", 6'9" wing. You got Muhammad Diawara over there. Why is Josh Hart guarding that person? So I think we'll see, Diawara guarding Pascal Siakam. We'll see Diawara coming off the bench, and he's a solid defender. Diawara didn't score big tonight, only 8 points, 3 of 6 from the floor, but again gave us strong minutes, active minutes. Muhammad Diawara at 20 years old is a part of a championship contenders rotation. That's huge. That's huge. At 20 years old, he is the future, and we're looking at a situation, and he did it tonight. You saw a lineup at one point where he had Brunson, Alvarado, Diawara, Mitchell Robinson, and OG Anunoby on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of lineup is going to lock you down, especially when OG's making his shots, because he automatically becomes the second option behind Brunson on offense. So you see that if that's clicking and Diawara is your third option, and the kid has shown he's not afraid to shoot the three. He makes the three at a 40% clip at 20 years old. The kid,
Where's J Mac? Where's J Mac?
I don't know. Text him, see what's going on with him. I don't know where he at. He should be here. He ain't been on the last few weeks. You know, he done became a presiding bishop and forgot about it.
No. It's school. It's school.
Oh, well then, all right. Well then, I ain't gonna bother J Mac then. He got to finish.
But he had it. But I spoke to him earlier today. He said he was going to be on today.
So I'm hoping he does come on. The link's in the chat, so I hope he does get on. Solid game from Josh Hart, 12 points, 6 of 7 from the floor. Solid game from Mikal Bridges, only 11 points this time around, coming off his 25-point performance on Sunday, but it was an active 11 points. They were baskets that we needed.
Shut up!
That just totally just took me out. Yo!
I'm doing my show.
He said, y'all too loud. Shut it up. I'm trying to work. But Mikal Bridges had big shots when they counted in this game. So he did a great job defensively, slowing down Emmanuel Quickley. For Toronto, it was Brandon Ingram and really nobody else. RJ Barrett did come alive in the second half. He finished with 20 points. But Emmanuel Quickley, who I was really worried about, they shut him down. 4-14 for Emmanuel Quickley tonight, only 13 points. He did have 12 assists.
He's bitter.
But hey, him and Barrett, they both bitter right now.
He's bitter.
They're not happy campers at all. We don't really like to talk about it too much because they're not excuses, but the officiating in this league is just piss poor. The officiating in this league is piss. It is piss poor. And again, I'm not saying it because I'm a Knicks fan. It's poor on both sides.
Yeah.
It does seem to skewer more against the Knicks, but they miss calls on, oh my, obvious stuff they miss. Like, I don't get it. And then even the replay center is screwing up because you're going to tell me that they overturned that foul call on Jacob Poto on Jalen Brunson when Brunson was making that drive. Okay, yes, Brunson did lose the ball, but notice what the official said when they gave the decision and the rationale. He said that it is they're overturning it because the defensive player, the offensive player, Jalen Brunson, lost the ball before the illegal contact. But the illegal contact still happened.
How's it illegal contact if he doesn't have the ball? Make that make sense. It can't be illegal contact if it can only be illegal contact if he has the ball.
This is why I say, what are we doing? What is happening here?
Listen to me.
Sam Jennings asked, are we going to keep OKC under 100 like other teams? Quite honestly, the Knicks can do it.
They can.
They absolutely can. Now, the question is OKC going to be allowed to grab and clutch, and is Luguentz Dort going to knee Mitchell Robinson in the back of the leg? Listen, I don't think Lou Dort knew what he was doing or thought through what he was doing when he hip checked the Joker behind in the back of his knee in that game the other day. Joker looked like he was gonna kill him.
No, he looked like a demon.
Yeah, Lou Dort was gonna. But I understand it. Like, dude, that's a dirty play. You're trying to. We didn't collide. You're not reaching for a ball or nothing, and you foul me. You literally put your leg in the back of my recently injured leg. That is freaking dirty.
Yeah.
We'll get more into that in a second. But quickly around the league before we get into it, we got an action-packed, power-packed show tonight, and we don't have a whole lot of time, but we got a lot to get to. Spurs are absolutely dismantling. Yes.
You are cursed.
All right, Danhausen. And then he went out and lost the title. But we're going to talk about that. Spurs dismantling right now the Philadelphia 76ers by a count of 115-75.
Spurs are mad.
Yeah, because the Knicks beat them up. Thunder lead the Bulls 112-103, so there'll be no competitive advantage because the OKC couldn't sit their starters tonight in the fourth quarter, so both teams will be equally as tired tomorrow. I like this. You got OKC, New York playing each other after both had back-to-backs and tight games. I like it. I like it. I'm here for it. Timberwolves, who have quietly, very quietly, the Timberwolves are rising in the West again.
Mm-hmm.
Very quietly rising in the West. They lead the Grizzlies 111-94 with 3:39 to go in that game. The late game, Pelicans versus the Lakers. And the Cavaliers made up for blowing that game against the Pistons the other night. They beat the Pistons tonight 113-109. And I knew this was going to happen because they lost to the Pistons in overtime in a game they quite honestly should have won. And they did it with no Harden and no Spider in that game. So Harden made his return tonight, had 18 points, 7 assists tonight. Spider's still not back, but Cleveland was able to pull it out. Another strong game for Evan Mobley tonight. Jared Allen was a pedestrian. That Tyson kid that they've got was really good tonight. 22 points tonight on 8 of 15 from the floor. And let's see what they did. Cade Cunningham. And you're going to appreciate this stat, L, because we're in the final 20 games of the season. From the 24th game down, now the Detroit Pistons have played two quality teams. They played San Antonio, who absolutely dismantled them.
Mm-hmm.
They played Cleveland, who just won. No, you're not mad late, Justin. We just came on. The Knick game just ended. So, if it's a Tuesday night, we come on later after the Knick game. So you're right on time. And we haven't gotten to wrestling yet. I know that you're waiting for that. And we're going to get to that in just a minute. Cade Cunningham tonight, 10 points. 4 of 16 from the floor.
Uh-oh.
He did have 14 assists.
He's starting to come back to earth.
Because he hasn't had a lull all season long. And what have I been saying? What have you been saying? What have we been saying all year? Detroit does not have enough shooting to compete in the postseason. Tobias Harris had 19 tonight on 6 of 12. 1 of 3 from downtown. Duncan Robinson had 8 points.
Uh-oh.
Jalen Duren did have 24 points and 14 rebounds, but he's going to get that. But, again, you're not going to get that against the Knicks. Isaiah Stewart is back. He's not a scorer. He had 4 points. Javonte Green had 13 off the bench. Dennis Jenkins, the kid that they got out of St. John's, shout out to St. John's. I really hate that a kid that played for Rick Pitino at St. John's is playing for the Detroit Pistons. I hate that.
He didn't get drafted. He shouldn't have. He wasn't. He really wasn't supposed to declare for the draft. He did it too early.
Right, but he's been having a decent year for the Pistons this year. But even he got shut down. So now that we're getting into the dog days of the season, J-Mac has joined us. Welcome, Presider. We're grateful and glad to see you. Hopefully our schoolwork not kicking your butt too much. I know it's a lot. It's a heavy load. It's a heavy load. But we're talking about Pistons lose tonight to Cleveland, 113-109. Cade Cunningham, 4 of 16, 10 points. 4 of 16, 10 points. Karis LeVert did nothing for Detroit, like I've been saying.
They neutralized him.
Yep.
Which it can be done. This is my argument. Cade Cunningham can be stopped.
He can. Full court again. Stephen Castle gave the blueprint. Get up into him for 94 feet.
Yeah.
Make him work on defense because you got to guard Stephen Castle. That's the other thing. They try to hide Cade. Castle kept hunting him out offensively in that game, even with Wemby on the court. De'Aaron Fox came in and hunted him. Nah, bro, you're gonna play defense. You're gonna play both sides of the ball. You get no time to rest. We're gonna pressure you 94 feet, and you got to guard.
Yeah. He ain't like he got a major handle.
You're muted, J-Mac. So Steph Cat. So again,
It's
one
going to
third.
be a different.
Yeah,
It's going to be a different story come playoffs. I've said
absolutely.
that before. The Knicks always step up their defense in the playoffs, and I don't see anything different happening. I believe. I don't think Kate Cunningham is going to have that freedom of movement in the playoffs against the Knicks. I just don't think it will.
They're gonna come
No,
at him like the Miami Heat went at Jeremy Lin.
Yes, they're going to.
they're
Yeah,
gonna blitz him. Yeah, they're gonna blitz him the whole game. You're gonna see OG on him
and
early,
they're going to make them. They're going to make somebody else beat them.
and
That's what's
and
going to
and, and that's
happen.
what you have to do. Because let's look at Detroit's starting five. Detroit's starting five is obviously Cade Cunningham at the one, Duncan Robinson at the two, Asor Thompson at the three, Tobias Harris is at the four, and Jalen Duren at the five. Of those five players, okay, of the four players other than Cade Cunningham, who do you trust if you're the Detroit Pistons, if you're JB Bickerstaff, who do you trust to be your secondary go-to guy against the New York Knicks in a
in the
playoff
in the
series?
in the clutch,
Right.
in the last 3 minutes of a game.
Asor
Who are
Thompson
you
can't
going
shoot.
to? Right.
Asor Thompson can't shoot. Tobias
Duncan
Harris,
Robinson is streaky.
Duncan Robinson is streaky. If Pat Riley gave up on you, that's saying something.
Oh
And
God.
that's my point. He's streaky. And Pat
He only
Riley
had
gave
8
up
points
on him.
tonight, again, against Cleveland, who doesn't really have anybody to guard him. 8 points. So what are you going to do against the Knicks who have people who can guard you? Tobias
Right.
Harris? Yeah, right.
Right.
Let's just be
listen.
real here.
Right. Again, I'm not getting fooled. And I said this. Who's to say Detroit gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Right. And I keep saying, especially if they get Charlotte in the first round. And Charlotte looks like they're on their way. Looks like they're going to be a play-in team. But if any team, if Charlotte can get into the first round, they going to give Detroit that work.
Where's Atlanta at right now?
Atlanta right now is hanging around there too. I think they are in the play-in right now. I will give you the exact standings just a second here.
Because they've been playing well since Kaminga has come over.
Yeah, Kaminga's been doing great for Atlanta. Atlanta is 10 right now. Charlotte is 9.
Yeah.
Not to mention 7 and 8 are Orlando and Miami. So it's not like Detroit's gonna have a cakewalk in the first round from any 4 of those teams. Any of
so
those
I'm
4
not
teams.
looking at the players. I'm looking at the coaches when it comes to those seeds. When
Right.
it comes to those seeds, you don't look at the players. You look at coaching philosophy. And Eric Spoelstra, I don't want to deal
Oh,
with that guy.
you don't want to deal with Eric Spoelstra in the playoffs, period, no matter who you are. The last person I want to see is Eric Spoelstra in the playoffs. The last coach I want to see.
I don't want to see Eric Spoelstra across the way. I don't.
Because this is a guy who, as an 8th seed, got to the finals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So listen, I'm happy where the Knicks are right now. Listen, the Knicks also, and I know it might not be popular to say, I think the Knicks are bored. I think they're trying. I think like most teams are, they're just trying to get to the playoffs now. That's what everybody's trying to get those final seedings. You know what Knicks are? They're 3 right now. They're number 3. Yeah, they're 3 right now. They're gonna try to get that. Listen, if they don't get the 2, 2-3 is the same thing in the second round. 2-3 is the same thing. You
I think
just gotta win on the road if you're the 3. But
And they've
2,
already
3,
and if Boston holds on to the 2, which there's no guarantee that they will, but if
Right.
Boston holds on to the 2, we've already proven we can win in TD.
right.
um
2-3 is really no biggie. So I wouldn't kill myself to get to the 2. If I'm at the 3, I'm gonna stay at the 3. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna
No, we're gonna try to win, but if it's just
Right.
one of those nights, okay, let's
right.
chill
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
All right,
If it's there, we go get it. If not, we'll settle at 3. Because 2-3, the only difference is you got to win 1 on the road. We won 2 on the road last year in the second round.
I don't think
and don't forget we won 2 in Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. Detroit was the second round series, and the Knicks were picked to lose that series.
We won 2 in Detroit in the first round last year, and won 2 and won 2 the first 2 in Boston last year in the playoff series.
Exactly. So
I
listen,
don't think the Knicks are bored. You know what I think is happening? I think that they are focused on getting into the playoffs healthy.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely important too.
I
Um,
think it's a combination. I do. I think it's a, and
Nah, I don't think they're bored. Because I don't see them disrespecting the game like that.
well, no,
but
they're going to
I
show up
don't
every
think
night.
being
No, they're
bored
going to
is
show up
being
every night.
disrespectful though. I don't think being bored is disrespectful. I
I
think,
mean,
yeah.
to suggest lackluster play as a result or byproduct of being bored, that's kind of disrespectful.
Nah, but no, you can listen. If I know my ultimate goal is the playoffs, and I mean I think we've been there. There's some teams we've seen it. There's some teams that take their foot off the gas until playoff time.
hmm
I can see that point, and to add to it, while we're looking at a team that has a good number of new pieces, the nucleus of this team went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. The core of this
Yes.
team went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. That core knows that is our floor. We can get there, so we're not worried about this other stuff. If it's anything, it's about rounding the new pieces into form so that they can play on that level come playoff time. But Brunson, Anunoby, Bridges, Towns, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet to an extent, but because he lost time last year and this year due to shoulder injuries, he got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He playing hard every night.
But let's not forget this dude has been in the playoffs. He's playoff tested.
Absolutely. And let us not forget there is a little bit of an X factor that another bench piece that we get back for the playoffs, Miles McBride,
Yes.
hmm
Good news on that front.
who
So
will
you got
who will
another
have not have
piece.
played for 3 months.
You
So
got
he's gonna
another
be
piece.
fresh. You're gonna
Yeah.
see he's gonna be able to play 30 minutes a night in the playoffs if you need him to.
So he's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Very,
coming
very,
back.
very encouraging stuff. He's back. He's back traveling with the team. He's healing well. So, but essentially, they've decided we're gonna hold him out to the very end of the season. So he might play the last 2 or 3 games of the regular season, so he can get back into form, and then he'll be ready for the playoffs. So
Him and Alvarado on the floor at the same time.
that
Oh my
that
God.
I mean, and it don't even have to be for long stretches.
Listen, what's the rookie we got? What's his name?
Diawara.
I was talking about Diawara before you came
Oh
on.
my gosh,
20
man.
years old, playing big minutes for a championship contender,
And I'm about to start some trouble.
shooting
Um,
40% from three. That's crazy.
and by the way, he was the 51st pick. I'm just saying. He's the 51st pick. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna say no more.
You
'Cause this
didn't
my
lie.
first
So I mean,
this,
you didn't lie. You that, that
this,
he was
this my
he
first
he
this my
was the
first week back, Bishops. This my first week back. So
he's
I'm jumping right in the
back.
fire. I'm jumping right in the fire. He
Jump right in it, J Mac.
he
Jump right
he
in
the
it.
he the 51st pick. I don't hear no
50,
excuse being made for him.
20 years old, 51st pick in the draft from a whole nother country.
Butler, he the 51st pick. And the dude don't have no fear.
Yep, and yes, Tess, for Detroit, Cade is literally the only playmaker in the starting line. They don't have a secondary ball handler, so when Cade leaves the floor, they don't have a point guard. That's gonna be scary when those second units go up against each other for real. Because with Alvarado and Deuce on the floor, and they don't have a point guard, that's cookies all day. That's
Oh
gonna be cookies
God.
all day.
When they collapse
Listen,
on the ball handler,
that
when those two,
Alvarado Bridges combination has been rounded into form too.
Yeah, OG and Mikal have turned it on defensively.
Yes, sir. So listen, I'm encouraged by our team.
Cat
I'm
Cat has been better the last month.
He's been playing much better on
He got
defense.
out of that All-Star break, and he's like, "Whew, all right, now let's go play ball."
And he's playing better defense. And I'm sorry, he's
Yes.
playing better defense this year than he did last year.
Did you see him jumping? Did you see him jump in the passing lane today?
I saw him jumping and taking on the break.
I said, "Cat jump in the pass? What?"
I've never seen.
Never
him do
saw
that.
that.
Last year.
Never
Not
saw
one
that.
Time.
Never
Yeah.
saw it. I said, "Cat on a breakaway? What is happening here?" But I'm glad to
the
see
bench
it.
was shocked too.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, okay."
But he
Listen.
always plays well. He plays Toronto well. He likes playing Toronto. If you look at his numbers against Toronto, he kills them.
It's clear now to see that he is bought in. You can see him communicating on defense more. I again, kudos to the offense. I did notice tonight, J Mac. I mentioned it to L. I don't know if you noticed as well. Looks like there's some more wrinkles being put into the offense. We saw a lot more Cat Brunson pick and roll tonight than we've seen all season long. And I'm like, oh, new wrinkles. So slowly but surely. Well, they always said Mike Brown is a genius and a mad scientist. And he said from the beginning, I'm going to be putting stuff in all season long. So it's working. And so that's why, I'm not worried about Detroit, because they're going to see something, should we see them in the conference finals, they're going to see something that they have not seen before at some point this season, both offensively and defensively.
And listen, we Knicks fans, we jump off the ledge regular season losses. Listen, but we should know better. Last year, the regular season, we got blitzed by Boston.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics, they didn't just beat us, they blitzed us. Just like Detroit is doing. And when you're talking about a 7-game series, you've got to beat a team 4 times.
Got to beat them 4 times.
Not one time this week, another time 2 weeks later. No.
The second game of a back-to-back where my backup center, who's the best offensive rebounder in basketball, is not playing.
Right. We talk about
first game of the season, my starting center, Cat didn't play in that game.
That's it.
Everybody's going to be playing, period. That's it. You're going to get the best of us, and we're going to get the best of you.
And the Knicks are the deepest bench
in the league.
The East, I was going to say in the East, but you're right.
Because when you add Deuce in the league.
In the league. The Knicks have the deepest bench.
When I look at what they threw out there tonight, and I had to laugh because everybody who was available played except for one player tonight. Obviously, everybody who played tonight, they played in garbage time. But obviously, starters, Anunoby, Towns, Hart, Bridges, Brunson. That's your starting 5. Tonight, off the bench, you saw Diawara, Robinson, Shamet, Alvarado. And that's just the top 9.
So
you also have Tyler Kolek.
Jordan Clarkson has fallen out of the lineup.
That's what I was going to say. You still have Tyler Kolek,
Kevin
McCullough Jr., Jeremy Sohan, who hasn't gotten into form yet, Deuce McBride, who's injured, and Jordan Clarkson, who's still over. You literally have 15 guys who could conceivably give you big minutes and play well. You have 15 guys who can change a game.
We're gonna see Jordan Clarkson in the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that. Jordan Clarkson's going to win a game. Jordan Clarkson's going to win a game for us in the playoffs.
Yes.
Jordan Clarkson's going to win a game for us in the playoffs.
Yes.
I truly believe that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that this team is engaged. Even the guys who seem to be falling out of the rotation, there's no complaining. They're not standing off to the side. Jordan Clarkson, you saw it with Yabusele earlier in the season. Guys are up. They're engaged. They're still in the huddle. They're tweeting after wins. Yeah, I ain't played in 2 weeks, but we winning. And I get it. Clarkson's like, I'm 33 years old. This might be my only shot at a championship. So what? We winning. Let's go. And he knows he can contribute. And the good thing about Mike Brown is, okay, you're not in the rotation right now, but at any moment I could need you. So stay ready.
Stay ready.
This is not a Tibbs.
This is not Tibbs, right? So you gotta stay ready, because at any moment I could just decide to throw you in a game. Like if you know in the first half, again, good adjustment, and it was a very subtle adjustment that changed the game a bit at the end of the first quarter, actually. And y'all might have caught it, or maybe you didn't. You know, they went to their regular at the 6-minute mark. Cat comes out, OG and Mikal come out for the rest of the first quarter because he's going to use them to start the second quarter. So you had Diawara, Shamit, and Mitchell Robinson come into the game. First couple of possessions, Brandon Ingram was hunting that switch onto Landry Shamit. He got a couple of shots up. Timeout. OG was right back in that game next to Diawara. Like, you won't switch again because both of these guys are 6'10". Now what you going to do? And thus began the shutting off of the water.
Listen.
It was subtle, but it was brilliant because the Knicks got back in the game.
I got a feeling Diawara is going to be trade bait at the end of the season. I know.
I hope not.
I don't want to look.
God, I
too
hope
far
not.
down. I don't want to look too far.
He is.
But he's gonna. I just got this feeling he's going to be trade bait.
He is 20 years old.
If we don't make it to the finals, he is going to be a part of what Milwaukee wants.
Yes, he is.
Oh, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
And that's what I'm saying. He's going to be a part of the package if we don't make it to the finals.
A 6'10", 20-year-old OG Anunoby clone? That's scary.
He can shoot.
And he can handle the ball.
And he can defend.
He can create his own shot. Like, this guy has the total package. If he continues to develop at this rate, by the time he's 24, forget it.
Oh God.
Forget it.
Some people are calling him Baby Siakam already, man.
He's gonna be better than Siakam.
Yeah.
Because he's more advanced at 20 than Siakam was at 22, 23. Because remember, we didn't even know what Siakam was early in his career, 22, 23 in Toronto. We can see what Mo Diawara is going to be.
If I'm Leon Rose,
dude shooting 40% from 3 at 20 years old.
If I'm Leon Rose, if you want Diawara, you don't want Cat.
They're going to want both of them.
No. Because Diawara means you guys are rebuilding. And Diawara is the piece that you are building around.
Cat means you try to compete.
Yeah.
I understand. You don't get them both. I'm not rebuilding your team. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not retooling your team. I agree. I'm not retooling your team. Absolutely not. I agree with that, L. There's no. I'm not trading both.
If you want Diawara, let's make it work money-wise. Let's get a third team in there. Because
But you don't get Diawara and Cat. We're either pairing Giannis with Diawara or we're pairing him with Cat, but you're not getting them both.
Bishop definitely Cavs for the win. He is just so happy about these Cavs.
Listen, thank you. I appreciate it. So I don't care what Detroit does, honestly, because we've talked about it. The seeding is not that important. But I want to see Detroit push the panic button. So I like the fact that they're starting to lose games because I called this. I told y'all this is not sustainable. It's not. Detroit is not that good. They don't have enough. And there will be nothing worse for them than to go into the playoffs. They don't have to collapse, but there's 20 games left in the season. Detroit goes into the playoffs having gone 10-10 in the last 20 games. That's going to be in the back of your mind playing in Orlando or a Charlotte in the first round. That's going to be in the back of your mind. Because, again, you're a team that's never been there before. You've never been in this position. Detroit, you're the hunted. And as far as Charlotte goes, there is a target on y'all back for what y'all did at that last game where that brawl happened.
What's that rookie? That white boy name? That rookie? He playing some ball down there, man.
Charlotte,
they talking about him being rookie of the year.
Oh, Con Knipple is shooting lights out. It don't even make no sense.
They talking about him being rookie, competing with what's the name flag for for a rookie of the year.
What kind of world are we living where it's two white boys vying for rookie of the year in the NBA? Yeah, I mean you get one, not two.
It's two of them, brother.
Two of them this year.
At least one of them is American.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
It's two of them, though, but it's two of them.
But
it's I know we're not talking about it, but did y'all see the trouble brewing out in L.A. with
JJ and what
Luka.
you call it, Luka Doncic?
JJ and Luka.
Yes,
yeah.
I did see that.
Oh yeah,
I absolutely did see that. Tesfa said to say Spo can't. I used to say Spo can't coach for nothing. I stood on that hill for years. Oh, you was crazy. Once
Nah,
Braun left Miami,
Spo is one of the top 3 coaches in the league.
Spo is It listen, I wouldn't even put him top 3. Spo is the best coach in the league. Period.
Yeah,
I
he
just
is.
what,
He can
what
do
he
the
does
best
with
with
nothing,
nothing.
with
Yeah.
nothing. He can have nothing, and somehow Miami's gonna be in the middle of it at the end of the season. If that's not great coaching, I don't know what is. Justin said, "I'll be honest. As a Celtics fan, I'm hoping we see the Knicks in the playoffs."
You just might get your wish.
You don't want that, Justin.
You don't want that.
You saw what we did to y'all last year when y'all were whole. you don't want that.
Right. You another one buying into this regular season hype of Jaylen Brown.
Listen,
Well,
Don't do it.
Jalen
I'm
Brown has
telling
been
y'all right
good.
now. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't know. Somebody need to talk to Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because he's really trying to come back, and
He's trying to come back, and
They
I
trying to tell
know
him, but they trying to tell him up in Boston. In all fairness, they trying to. They don't really want him back. It's him pushing it.
Brad Stevens need to sit him down and go, "Yo, as your GM, president of basketball operations, you are shut down for the year.
And for the sake of your career, you're 29.
he's gonna
You're
pop that
shut
Achilles
down."
again. He's gonna pop that Achilles again.
Ask Kevin Durant. He tried to get back out there in the finals, and pop goes the weasel.
And then lost 2 years.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
He's gonna pop that joint again, y'all. I see it happening.
Well, almost 2 years, the second time. Because after that he went and signed
He
in
didn't
Brooklyn.
play the whole season in Brooklyn when they brought him.
Right, he missed the entire first season in Brooklyn and then came back in the middle of the next season.
Right. Right.
So he lost almost 2 years of his career.
That's why he'll be playing till he's 81 in a rec center.
Listen, I get it. I get it. Like, and that's why I said to somebody online on another app that basically because they were like talking about the whole thing when him and Braun were laughing at the fact that Jordan retired and missed 2 years. I said, KD can't laugh at nobody. He missed 2 years. I can't say nothing about Braun, no, but KD, you missed 2 years, sir.
Yo, they traded for you, and you didn't play the first season in Brooklyn.
They paid you to
They
rehab.
paid you to rehab.
They paid you to rehab.
And you didn't play the whole first year.
And then you forced your way out.
How about that?
His way out,
No
Kyrie,
loyalty.
all of them.
Because you could have sat the year and nobody could have signed you because they're like, oh no, you're too much of a liability. We're not paying you to rehab. Brooklyn paid you to rehab.
Harden was the first domino to fall.
Yep.
He was the first one to force his way out.
Yep. And it is great to see Brunson 10 assists tonight. Yeah, Brunson played very well tonight. Very much under control, not forcing it, making good passes, good decisions. The ball moved well tonight. The ball moved very well tonight. I didn't see any of those Brunson chucks tonight. Because, we usually have a game, there's usually a 3 or 4 minute stretch in the third and fourth quarter of a game where Brunson just takes too many shots. Let's just be real. And we love him. But
where he forgets that there are 4 other people on the court.
Right.
He will come down and hit that elbow three. He
Right.
He gonna come down.
He's gonna come
and
down,
shoot that elbow
and he comes
three.
down looking for it. And the other thing I noticed, the other tweak I noticed tonight is he was off the ball a lot more tonight.
And you're gonna see that a lot more in the playoffs.
He was off the ball a lot more tonight. Mike Brown said, "Listen, you our best player. Give the ball to Josh.
And
give
we
the
not
ball to
gonna wear
Jose.
you down, right?
Get
We ain't
the
wearing
ball
you
to
down.
Mikal.
Yeah.
We'll set up the offense once we get you away from these guys." And kudos, I thought it was going to be a good day for the referees, even though they ended up screwing it up. I got to give them kudos off of the jump ball to start tonight's game. First thing that Scotty Barnes did was grab Jalen Brunson like everybody does, trying to hold to impede his progress, and they called a foul immediately. That's what the league has to do. I need all the referees to do that because that's why these brawls are happening now. Guys are tired of being good because teams are not playing defense. Grabbing and clutching is not defense. It's not defense. But yes, Brunson with 10 assists. Luka and JJ, yeah, it's going to be serious. Luca and JJ is going to be an issue. And Luca's the face of the franchise, so JJ's days may be numbered because they can't fire
Oh
Luca.
yeah, they're not getting rid of Luca.
They can't fire Luca, so JJ and Luca better get that together quick, or JJ's going to be out of a job. Pierre said
There ain't
that's
nothing
the media
LeBron can do
forcing his
about it.
decision to come back. I
Listen,
I
they
don't.
trying to get rid of LeBron at the end of this
It-
season.
oh yeah, Jeannie. It's already on. Jeannie Buss is already on record. She don't want him back.
That's it.
She don't want him back. No, I don't think that the media is trying to force Jason Tatum to come back, Pierre. I think that you think it's. Oh, I understand what you're saying. You think he's hearing all the noise about Brown being better than him and all the nonsense they've been trying to say since they won the title. But your career is more important than your ego.
And
If
that's what it is. It's his
if that's
ego.
what's fueling you to come back, you got the wrong people in your ear. Because smart people would be telling you, chill out, take the year off, then come back and show them that you're the best.
Tell him sit down and have a conversation with Grant Hill.
Because the reality is the Celtics are not going to win without Jason Tatum anyway. They're not.
And they're not going to win with him this year.
They're
Right,
not going
and
to
they
win with
wouldn't.
him
And they
this
wouldn't.
year.
So him coming back is the worst decision for him. JT does not need to come back until he's 100%. I agree. I get wanting to come back, but him coming back now off that injury is dumb. Exactly.
He's trying to force it. It's him. It's not Boston. I gotta give it. It's not the Celtics. It's him.
I agree, Mike Williams, that somebody would have paid KD to rehab. But I'm just looking at it from the standpoint you wanted to come to Brooklyn. You got Brooklyn to pay for you to rehab, and then you forced your way out 2 years later. That's not loyalty. They gave you a bag to rehab, and you couldn't honor the full length of your contract. You wanted to be traded? That's not loyalty. So KD can't say nothing. At least Michael Jordan, and I'm not even talking about him just staying with the Bulls. Michael Jordan never dishonored his contract. Michael Jordan never asked for a trade, even when the Bulls were bad early in his career.
He stayed right there. And Gil made a great point, and it's rare that I say Gilbert
Yeah,
Arenas makes
Gilbert
a good
Arenas
point.
don't make very good points, so I agree.
But he made a good point.
His takes be terrible.
Yes, absolutely. But he made a good point. Then they were comparing Kobe to him, to Jordan, and he said no. Kobe copied old man Jordan, fadeaway Jordan.
Correct.
But 85 to 91,
There was
said
nobody
no.
in that class.
He said he did not copy that Jordan.
No.
He said
And I
Kobe.
said
He said
that
his
was
exact words were Kobe didn't even know that Jordan.
yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And he's
I had
absolutely
to
right.
now that take, I said, wow, I never thought of it like that. That was a great take by Gil. He don't have many, but he caught lightning in the bottle on that one.
And that's the thing. And again, we say it all the time on here. We don't hate LeBron James, and there's nothing wrong with people who love him, whatever. But these bronzexuals, y'all try to make it as if LeBron was like the ninth wonder of the world. There was a ninth wonder before LeBron. His name was Michael Jordan. Because from 85 to 91, he was the LeBron James of that era. He was doing stuff that you never saw done before.
Listen,
And then as he got older, reinvented himself so he could stay on top.
look, and so he could last. And so he would listen. You look at that 85 to 91 stretch of Michael Jordan, and you
Unstoppable.
compare it.
Unstoppable.
I'm sorry, to LBJ's first seven. It doesn't even stack up.
If you want to be fair, let's go all the way back to 82 because him at North Carolina was a problem as a freshman.
It was a problem. It was a problem. And I mean, I'm not I honor LeBron, but I'm sorry. If you look at you just look at that 85 to 91, those
Yeah.
first 7 years of Michael Jordan, I've never seen anything like it.
Exactly. And again, and it's fair to say that, when Braun came in, we had never seen anything like it in that era.
In that era.
We had not seen anyone like Jordan, but Jordan was LeBron before LeBron was LeBron in terms of being such a spectacle that their presence changed the game.
And I'll give LeBron this. He came straight out of high school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and was playing against grown men.
I mean, the
I will,
reality is with that
yeah.
body frame at 6'9", 240 at 18 years old, he would have been a man amongst boys in college. That wouldn't even been fair.
It wouldn't have been fair.
He
And
had to go to
wherever
the
he
NBA.
went, he had to go. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because not for nothing, quiet as it's kept. You saw that at Syracuse with Carmelo Anthony. That 1 year that Carmelo was at Syracuse, it wasn't fair. That's why they won the national championship. Carmelo was 6'8", 240. But nobody wants to talk about that. But Carmelo was 6'8", 240.
Listen, beating people up on the offensive end. On the
Oh yeah.
offensive end. They couldn't.
Every great defender from that early 2000s era, when they asked them who's the toughest person to guard, they all said Carmelo Anthony. Not just because of his moves, but that dude beat you up
He was
offensively.
He was so physical in the post, man, and in
Yeah.
the mid range. It was just, I mean, he one step dribble pull. I mean, tween. He's shooting, driving. I mean,
And
he
no
was
wasted movement.
none.
No
And,
way.
and,
He
and
could get
quick.
off his
I've
shot
never seen
against
anybody
anybody
off
at
of
any time.
I've never seen anybody so quick off of their missed shot to get their own rebound.
Get their own rebound.
I've never seen it. I still haven't seen anybody get their own rebound as quick as Melo did off the miss.
Absolutely. Bishop Heflin, you're right. The refs have they've been bad for a while, but this year, I don't know if it's because the players are fed up, but you can really see how bad the officiating has been because of just from the amount of fights and skirmishes we've had this year. We've had more fights and skirmishes this year than we've had literally in 20 years.
We're gonna get something happening in the playoffs. Just get ready. The refs are gonna make a bad call. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I just hope it don't happen against my team.
That's all I care about. Absolutely.
Just don't do it
Nobody
against
walking off the bench during a fight. I don't need nobody suspended for game 6 and 7 of a playoff series. I'm gonna start having 1997 flashbacks again, and I'm gonna be very upset.
And I believe we would have beat the Bulls that year. By
Oh,
the way,
we
but I'm not
absolutely
gonna
would have
say
beaten the
it.
Bulls this year because Miami went up against them and got blitzed.
They won one game.
And if I'm not mistaken, that year I think we took 3 out of 4 from the Bulls in the regular season.
Yes, we did.
Because that was back in the era where the regular season actually did mean something.
Yeah, and they actually played hard until the last game of the season.
Pierre, what did Pierre say? And in that era, they play physical defense. Yep, not this past. They don't play defense now today. It's grab, hold, clutch. That's not defense. I was taught at a young age, defense is played with your feet, not with your hands. You move your feet on defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you defend someone. These guys are grabbing and holding. Guys trying to cut through the lane. And this is why people say, oh, y'all want to say that the 90s was a better era? Yes, because if you grabbed in the 90s, the refs called the foul. A defender had to defend. Y'all want to talk about, y'all casuals want to talk about how in the 90s era, guys got clotheslined. Yeah, on drives. Those guys were actually trying to take fouls to prevent shots. That's different from what's happening today. That's
Teams
different.
Every team actually had offensive sets. Every team didn't run pick and roll. We had actual offensive sets each team. They actually the point guard actually called out different plays and different sets. Everybody's offense wasn't operate out of the pick and roll, hunt the mismatch, and then go to work one-on-one. That's not the way it was played in the 90s.
Absolutely.
I
agree, Tess. For the Knicks are very composed, but every now and then, and not for nothing, I'm gonna give Cat his props tonight as well. When that young kid, I can't remember his name, for tonight, number 23 on Toronto, tried to hip check Brunson. And so Cat saw it, and he tried to screen Cat, and Cat ran over him. I said, yes, that's a foul you take. Protect your captain. That's a foul you take. Let him know it's within the confines of the game, but I'm going to give you a little extra shiver to remind you, don't go after my captain like that. I respect that. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how you play the game. That's how you play the game with an edge. I don't think that we think that the Knicks are softer because they won't fight. No, but every now and then you got to make your opponent feel you. You
gotta
got
make
to
them
let them
feel
know that
you.
you're there. I teach that to 9-year-olds. We had a game last weekend. I told my backup big man, the next time that kid comes in there, step into him and give him a forearm shiver. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit. I said, the refs won't call that. That's contact. You can impede his progress a little bit. Just don't let him flash the lane like that. Put a body on him. Let him know you're there. And we started doing it and got right back in that game. Oh, yeah, that I don't know her name. That blonde referee, she's terrible. She's absolutely awful. I was going to say something, but I'm going to behave it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm not going to do it. But, yeah, she's absolutely awful. there was half-court offense in the 90s. Absolutely true, Pierre. No dribble, handoff, absolutely. No just kick it to the corner for a three. Yeah, if you got in the lane in the 90s, you were expected to finish at the rim. You were expected to finish at the rim, not kick it to the corner for a three. And granted, I know we have the best corner three shooters in the league. I appreciate it. I still don't like it.
Did y'all watch Iman Shumpert's interview with Shannon Sharp?
I've seen
I,
clips of it. I haven't
I
watched the
saw
whole thing yet.
clips. I saw
Yeah, I haven't
clips.
seen the whole thing yet.
Iman Shumpert said, "I don't know that kind of basketball."
Right.
Iman Shumpert, he said, "I don't know that kind of basketball. That kind of basketball get laughed at where I'm from. You're supposed to go to
But
the
remember,
hole."
Shump was different. Shump was a kid that played in the 2000s that was really a throwback player. Remember, he had the flat top. He's the one that started the whole 90s Knicks tape thing, trying to bring it back to New York. Because even though he was younger, he respected and appreciated that older era.
Yeah.
Because he learned that was real basketball.
The difference between Shumpert and the players in his generation is Shump was from Chicago.
That's true. Yeah, Chicago and New York, if you play basketball Chicago and New York, you're playing on playground, so it's different.
Yeah.
Chicago, New York, Detroit, those three cities.
Yeah, you're playing on asphalt. You're learning the game on asphalt, so it's a different kind of game. We didn't learn in gyms. we didn't learn this game in gyms. We didn't learn this game with personal trainers. We learned it on asphalt with our friends in the park.
Mm-hmm.
You
Where-
pounded your knees on the pavement.
That was it.
That's what you did.
You got run into a gate on a layup.
Yep.
It happened. That's how we grew up. That's how you played.
You called your own fouls, and
You
then you debated them whether it was a foul or not. That's what you did.
And then in order to keep the possession, if you couldn't get over the debate, you had to make a free throw.
Had to make a free throw. That's it.
So we learned that, and there was a lot more one-on-one played where we were coming when we were coming up.
Yeah, because they had the illegal defense rule, and you couldn't play zone. NBA, there was no zone, and you couldn't play zone, and that illegal defense, it forced you to play 1-on-1.
Bishop Heffler said you always eating, Butler.
Yes,
It's nachos
nacho.
with cheese. Cause I ain't been to the movies in forever. So
Nacho. Eating
Nachos. Yeah. Hardwood was softer.
you know that's not
hardwood
my
is soft.
hand. That's not my hand.
No, we know that's not your hand. We know that's not your hand.
Nacho.
That's the sister's hand.
Yeah, we know you don't have three hands. What's up, lady?
Sis,
Hey,
what's
y'all.
going on?
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
We good. How you doing?
Okay. I'm eating nachos.
Enjoy
I'm
your
good.
nachos, sis.
Yeah.
she's eating nachos now, Butler. That's what she.
Right, Tesla. Hardwood was definitely softer than asphalt.
Yes,
And-
but that's the point we make it is that out there in that asphalt.
Oh no, Pierre knows. Tesla
Yeah.
know too. These are New Yorkers. They
Yeah,
know.
you took years off your knees playing out there.
Right, Pierre. If playing in the park forced you to get better, because if not, you sat on the sideline and there was no guarantee you was gonna be able to get next.
That's right. They was running full courts out there, and you was hoping you got drafted.
Yep. You were hoping to get drafted so that when you got on, you played hard, so you didn't have to get off.
That's right.
That's the way we came up, and these kids don't get it out the mud no more. Everybody got a personal trainer. It's ridiculous. But again, Knicks win 111-95. Quickly going around the league before we transition out of that, Pelicans lead the Lakers by 3 as they play the first quarter. Now a final Hornets over the Mavericks by 27. The Hornets are coming, Detroit. Hornets are coming.
Coming.
Magic beat the Wizards 126 to 109. The Magic are coming, Detroit.
You know, that was one of my picks. Detroit and Orlando was my 2 picks.
So so that might be a first round matchup you might be looking at.
Yes.
Miami beat Brooklyn 124-98. Miami's coming, Detroit.
It's not a like I said.
Right, there's no
It's-
foregone
It's not a
conclusion.
foregone conclusion. Detroit is going to be there.
Spurs wallop the 76ers tonight 131-91.
We knew that was happening after they lost to the Knicks. We already knew that was going down.
Where the
Thunder beat
76ers at? Where the 76ers at?
76ers are currently 6th.
They're like number 6. Yeah.
They're currently 6th.
So they're just outside of the play-in.
Right, the Raptors are 5th right now. I'm sorry, the Raptors are. Is it 5th? Yeah, the Raptors are 5th right now, and the Sixers are 6th. Thunder over the Bulls in Chicago tonight, 116-108. We will see the Thunder tomorrow night. And the
76ers are
Timberwolves.
6th.
And if the playoffs started today,
They'd
we'd
be in the
be
playoffs.
playing them.
Yeah, if it starts today, we have the Sixers in the first round again. If the playoffs started today, we get the Sixers in the first round.
I don't want to see them. I'll be honest.
Timberwolves.
Only for the fact I just don't like the Sixers. I can't stand them.
I don't like them, and that backcourt is scary.
Yes, it is.
That front court, not so much, because I don't care about Embiid. Playoff P he done.
Yeah.
But
Is he
he
back
stole,
yet?
he stole their money.
But he did.
Is Paul George back yet?
No.
But that's what we say. He stole.
He got
their
35
money.
games. Yeah, he
That's
got
what we say.
35 games suspension.
That's what we say. He stole it. He stole Philadelphia's money.
But Maxey and Edgecombe are the future. Maxey and Edgecombe, I can't even.
Putting Grimes off the bench ain't bad either.
Right, and you got Grimes coming off your bench. So that's that backcourt, that 3-headed monster in that backcourt. That's a little bit of a problem.
They build it around Maxey.
Yeah,
Grimes
it's Maxey's team now. Timberwolves over the Grizzlies, 117-110. Very quietly, as we talked about earlier, the Timberwolves have gotten back into things, and Suns and Kings is getting ready to get started right now. Quickly looking at the standings.
Suns are playing well.
The Suns are playing well, but I don't think they can be trusted either. That's another team.
Listen,
that I don't think can be trusted.
out west, it's OKC and everybody else.
Actually, I wouldn't even say that anymore. Tesma said playoff P is now off-season P.
he podcast P.
He
That's what
podcast
is.
P now. Pierre said, I'm not scared of the Sixers, but
Percocet.
Maxey is tough.
Percocet P.
Ooh. Well, it was a drug charge. It was a drug charge.
Listen.
I mean, hey. but Edgecombe's gonna be a star in this league for years to come.
He just has to learn to control his emotions and control his speeds. He just plays at one speed. He hasn't learned how to fluctuate his speed on the court yet.
That's true. But very quietly, San Antonio is only 3 games back of OKC with 20 games to go. So OKC winning the Western Conference is not a foregone conclusion. Especially
Denver's playing well too.
Because, again, San Antonio owns the tiebreaker. So if they end with the same record, San Antonio's the one.
And Denver's playing well too.
Denver is playing better. Even though they're on a little bit of a slide lately. Houston is right there. Ime Udoka has that team playing well. But very quietly, Minnesota has climbed up to 4th in the Western Conference, overtaking Denver and L.A. Now, granted, only 1 game separates all of those teams, but LA's in trouble. But that's a show for another day.
That's a first round. That's a first round exit.
Yeah.
Ooh,
LA right now. LA would have
It
Houston.
is.
LA would have Houston in the first round.
That's
if,
a first
if it
round
started
exit,
today.
Butler. You gonna tell me they beating Houston?
No. They're not
LA's beating Houston Butler in a 7-game series.
No.
Not
And they
good.
don't have home court.
What you talking about? They got
As a-
Bronny.
As of right now, the 4-5 matchup would be fun to watch. Minnesota Denver
Y'all
is the four
sleeping on
is the
Bronny.
4-5 right now in the Western Conference. Minnesota Denver is the 4-5 right now. So that would be a lot of fun.
That man was the 59th pick.
51st. Might as well have been the 59th pick. In the Eastern
No,
Conference,
he was the 55th. He was double nickel.
he was the 55th, but Diawara was the 51st pick.
I saw his sister dribbling the other day. She looked like she's gonna be better than him.
Did y'all hear about Bryce?
No.
I didn't hear the news. No.
So you know Bryce is a freshman at Arizona who's been
Yes.
getting no playing time.
They redshirted him.
They redshirted him for the remainder of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting times in the James household.
I'm
right
telling you, Daddy didn't have no effect on that.
The
Well,
mother
he
took
didn't
the
choose to go to
mother
USA.
took the lead with Bryce.
He went to Arizona. Yeah, Mama took the lead with Bryce, and he went to Arizona. Arizona is the best team in the country right now on the men's side. So there's no room for him to play right now. And it makes sense. And the coach is like, I'm not putting you on the court because your name is James. You ain't getting no playing time. We're just going to redshirt you. Come back. You still have all your eligibility. Come back next year. We'll try it again. Right now, I'm trying to win a national championship. I respect it. Finally, a coach with somebody with the name James in there who's putting winning over everything else.
You think he gonna go in the portal?
He shouldn't.
But I'm saying, I know he shouldn't. My question is, do you think he would go in the portal?
I think if his dad has something to say about it, yes.
Okay.
But if his mama's still leading
my
it,
thing
no.
is, don't be surprised if we hear about him in the portal. That's the point I'm making.
Could you imagine if he goes in the portal and ends up playing for Rick Pitino next year at St. John's?
It's possible.
It is. But I don't think Pitino will want him because Pitino is not about headaches.
And he's not. If Patino is the star.
Yeah.
St. John's eked their way out of that game tonight, though.
They did. They absolutely did. I didn't watch the game, but I was following it. But yeah, they absolutely did. But hey, St. John's is back, and kudos to Rick Pitino for putting them completely back on the map. Pierre said Duke might have something to say about that, but Arizona is tough. Yeah, Arizona is number one in the country right now, though.
They're the number one overall seed.
Yeah, they're number one in the country right now.
Right.
So,
They're the number. Duke is going to get a number one, and they're going to probably keep them in the East.
But Arizona's going to be the overall number one, and they're going to be number one in the West.
And they're going to be in the West. They're not going to have to travel. They're going to be right there in the West, and they're going to dominate.
Listen, a Duke Arizona final would be fun.
It'd be worth the price of admission.
I'd watch it. I'd definitely watch it.
Absolutely.
So I look forward to that as March Madness will be kicking off very shortly. We're coming into conference tournament season as St. John's looks to repeat as Big East champions this year, after winning last year. Transitioning out of basketball, so all of y'all that came on, P.S. said, don't talk about my alma mater. We know you and Johnny. We was just making a joke about Bryce coming to St. John's.
And listen, we already know, like I said, Petito is the star.
Right.
There's no stars on the team but him. He's the star.
Right. Bryce is not coming to St. John's.
It would never work.
It would never work because Clutch Sports and them would not be able to run Rick Pitino. So
Nope.
y'all can forget about that. So
First of all, I don't think there's a basketball player with the last name James that can handle the New York spotlight.
oh, definitely, because clearly Daddy couldn't either.
He wouldn't be able to come to because playing at St. John's is almost like playing for a pro team in New York.
You play at the Garden half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You on Broadway.
You're on Broadway.
Yeah, Pierre Ejiofor over there at St. John's is a problem. Yeah, that kid is.
You're on Broadway.
He's a problem.
And I was on campus not too long ago, and that arena is crazy.
It's real nice.
That arena is crazy. Like, they shifted everybody from Alumni Hall over to Lou Carnesecca. That joint is crazy. I almost want to go back to school.
Listen, I mean, and the crazy thing is they did that on campus, which is great. But you go to St. John's, credit and respect to Luke Carnesecca, but you go to St. John's because you get to play at the Garden 20 times a year.
Yeah. When I was going to school there,
You go to
they
St. John's
didn't
because
have.
you get to play at the Garden 20 times.
When I was going to school there, they didn't have dorms.
Right, right. It was a commuter school.
No, yeah, community school, and they had dorms in Staten Island.
Yeah, the,
They
the
got
the Staten Island campus. Right.
yeah, they got dorms on the campus in
On the
Jamaica
campus now,
now.
yeah. Oh yeah, that basketball program has raked in enough money that they said we don't have to be a commuter school no more,
They
because what it
done
was
bought.
they recognized that, and this is during the Fran Fraschilla years when he came over from Manhattan. One of the first things he said, he went to the president and said, "We need to build some dorms because we can't get the best recruits like this."
Yeah,
They want the full college experience. Nobody want to jump on a train to a bus in order to come to practice. Nobody want to
they
do that.
bought. They bought all that. They bought all that property that
Hmm.
was around the school. Jay was living over there at one time. They bought that property, Jay.
I know. They got Union Turnpike and Utopia Parkway sold up.
Hefler said, "Now y'all got my bishop eating."
Listen, we about to get into some WWE for the last couple of minutes. I gotta.
Yes, we got to. He needs his energy up for that because we got a lot to discuss where it comes to that because we haven't been there in a while. So J Mac has transitioned us. Those of you who just came for basketball, this is your time. We bid you adieu for tonight because we are shifting to WWE and we've got to get to that. But for those of you who are here for both, now we get to the meat and potatoes. We've talked Knicks, we've talked NBA. Now on to World Wrestling Entertainment. Butler is clearly enamored with Danhausen.
He's like nut. I like that. Yo,
He is enamored with Danhausen. We was on the
I
phone.
feel like
He and I,
he's
he and I were on the phone as I was driving home yesterday. We were on the phone and he was talking about Danhausen and it was the comedy.
Did you watch that clip?
I did. I watched the clip that you sent me. That was
Yo,
very funny. I'm not even gonna front. It was very, very funny.
He's
yo,
gonna be comedy relief. That's what his job is.
that's
And
fine.
his
He's
best
like
friend
a
is CM Punk. CM
yo.
Punk's his best friend.
He's like a voodoo version of Rowdy Piper. Yo,
Yes, Pierre, we're going to talk about AJ in a second, but Danhausen. Yes, Justin, we got a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I agree,
because
Pierre, the reveal was lackluster. But I've been hearing reports because everybody was like, oh, they booed at the end of it. But
no,
the problem was they were not booing the fact that it was Danhausen. They were booing the fact that he didn't do more. That it was just a reveal. There was no promo. There was no impromptu match. He didn't do anything. So that's
yeah,
why they booed.
that's why they were booing because from what I watched, I probably watched the same clip you watched.
George, what's up?
The people were actually excited when they saw him. He did get a pop when he came out
He
that
did get a
coffin.
pop when he came out. Because I found somebody on TikTok that actually just had the feed from in the arena, and sound wise, yes, he absolutely did get a pop. And they said yes, he got the pop, but when he didn't do anything more, they was like, oh, boo! That's when they started
well,
booing because they
the
didn't do
other
he
the
didn't, he
other
didn't do more
the
with it.
other metric is he's the top selling merch right now in WWE
Top
Already,
selling.
already.
your
Already
man hasn't done anything yet.
hasn't
He's
even
already
hasn't even done anything,
he
and
hasn't
he's
done
got the
anything
top
yet.
selling merch. Top
Yo, it
selling
has been
merch.
it has been retail proven that the color red is a high
Absolutely.
selling color.
Absolutely. And that's why from a marketing standpoint, yeah, we learned that in marketing class. Like that
The,
there are certain colors that drive metrics where it comes to that.
yeah,
If you
man.
put splashes of red in anything, it's eye catching and
Well,
people are drawn to that color.
And
they there.
he's rocking red, black, and white. That's you matching that up with with Jordan OGs all day long.
This is true. This is very true. It's brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
Listen, The one thing WWE absolutely does right, no matter whether booking is good or bad, is their marketing is always top tier. Always. And that will never change. The marketing department is fantastic. Creative is not always fantastic,
Yo.
but marketing is always fantastic. Last night, got to talk about the opening. I throw this
Wait,
to y'all.
wait.
Did-
Go to Elimination Chamber.
We're gonna
and,
go. Okay, so let's start
and
at
then
Sunday.
let's
Then.
go
Okay.
into last night because
So
last
let's
night
start at
was
Saturday.
Raw on another level than we've seen
That's
in
what
a long
I
time.
wanted to get to that, but we'll start on Saturday then. For you, we'll start on Saturday. Saturday Elimination Chamber. Once again, my opinion, the women stole the show again. The women's chamber match, Kiana James, which I called it from the Rumble because she showed me something in the Rumble. Kiana James is on her way to becoming a star.
And Big Mommy Cool, she did good too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Raquel Rodriguez has turned
Raquel
her career
Rodriguez.
around. She has turned her career around, and the Big Mommy Cool gimmick absolutely works for her. She's leaned into it very well. I can't wait till Judgment Day breaks up completely because it's there. It's coming, especially now that nobody has gold anymore. It's coming. It's coming. But she did a great job as well. Rhea was Rhea, which was fantastic. Rhea always puts on a fantastic performance. It was really great to watch the women's chamber match. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. All Elle cares about is the Black Widow. His favorite move in pro wrestling, the Black Widow. That's all Elle cares about.
Yo,
That's all he cares about.
let me just say this. When I see her, it's the way she executes.
Yes, George,
that
Dan,
move.
you're cursed.
It's the way she executes that move. How she puts that move on her opponent is, it's like, it's almost like she's water when she goes into it.
Yeah, but she's tiny. She's a little
And
tiny
she does-
Puerto Rican.
And she does yoga like
Yeah.
she's been working out. She does yoga. She's in shape. She's a workout fanatic.
That's a very
Diet-
flexible young woman.
Diet is off the chart.
Kudos to Phil Brooks.
Yeah,
Listen,
He got himself a flexible Puerto Rican. Kudos to Phil
she
Brooks.
put-
from
she
Jersey.
put that-
From Jersey. Kudos to Phil Brooks.
She put that Black Widow on Becky twice.
Mm-hmm.
And both times I was screaming in my crib. I was in my crib screaming both times.
Black Widow is one of, because some submission moves, you look at it and it's like, okay, it's a submission move. Like, I hate to say it, but the disarm her,
Wow.
in terms of the way it looks, it don't like it's hurting nobody. It's a stupid move. The Black Widow looks like it actually hurts.
Because their body is so contorted.
Right.
You know,
it
it's like a modified abdominal stretch. That's
Right.
what yeah.
And it's
No.
and you can see because she's putting all of her body weight into her opponent. So that looks painful. That looks absolutely painful.
I know we went past the women's chamber, but
Oh, go back
Yeah,
to it. I'm fine with
I
that.
want you to know, but it ties into Monday night. You know, there's a Twitter war going on, and it's not with Roman and Punk.
Jade and Rhea.
Jade and Rhea.
Ooh, I caught up on that before the show. I was in the fourth quarter in that game. During the timeouts, I was going through. Oh my, we got. Let's get through the rest of this of Saturday so we can get to Monday night.
They are spitting fire, Butler, at each other on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Oh my God.
Jade told Rhea, yeah, you need to stop running to creative. She broke the fourth wall. You don't mention creative. She said, yeah, you keep going and crying to creative. Yo.
And she said another one about people who do things to try to stay on top. I'm like, oh, this is what we doing? This is what we doing?
It's
Jade,
real.
really?
They really don't like each other for real. So this match at WrestleMania,
It's a grudge match for real.
it's got some realness.
I know
like,
Triple H is like, what am I doing wrong? Because we had the same problem last year with Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton.
Are we gonna call that match right now?
I'm not ready to call that match yet.
Jade is winning it.
Oh, J Max calling it. Well, remember,
Jade,
because
Jade is winning it because,
Rhea doesn't need the belt.
and I was going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you why she's winning it. She's holding on to that belt till Bianca comes back.
I agree with that
The
because
reason why,
we're gonna get Bianca Jade in Riyadh.
yeah, the reason why we didn't get Bianca this year, that why we got Rhea Ripley is because Bianca's finger hasn't healed yet. So they pivoted and said we got to get somebody with star power in that match. So they inserted Rhea. Now, if Rhea wins, I won't be upset. I'll be surprised.
Right.
But
But I mean, yeah, that's one of those matches where whoever wins, it's a win. Like
yeah,
for the company, it's a win for the company. Whoever wins.
I think Jade, because and the fact that she hasn't really defended the title, she's gonna hold on to that title for some more.
Yeah, because I mean, and they're building her as a monster heel, and so you have to have your monster face come back. And because yes, Rhea is the girl right now, Mommy is the girl, but it's still, whether people want to admit it or not, it's still Bianca Belair's division.
It's still Bianca's
It's
division.
still Bianca's
Did
division.
Did you see the highlights they were showing from last year?
Yeah,
They
it's
were
still
showing
Bianca's.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, it's still Bianca. Exactly. It's still Bianca's division. So Bianca has to be the one to take the strap off of Jade.
And Mommy can afford to eat the pin.
Yes.
It's not gonna hurt her if
No,
she
not at
loses
all.
to Jade.
Not at all. And if they do it
Jade
right, it'll
loses
probably
to-
build her as a bigger face.
If Jade loses to Rhea, oh, that hurts Jade.
That hurts Jade. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Especially if she loses clean.
And it would be clean.
Yeah. Yeah, because there are no other outside forces or factions in there yet. I do want to
They
see
not
them.
letting. They not letting. Well, you know how I feel about the way that they.
The booking for people who look like us?
Right. So I would not be surprised.
No, not at all.
The only way I think we can guarantee that that Jade is losing is if Rhea puts that Eradicator on her. If that
She's
Eradicator
gonna
comes,
kick out of it. She's gonna put it on her, and she's gonna kick out at 2.5.
okay.
Okay,
It's gonna be a false finish.
I do agree. I think there'll be lots of false finishes in that
Yes,
match. There'll be
telling
lots
you.
of. I could see whoever wins is going to have to hit their finisher a couple times.
They're not
No.
gonna let Jade lose on one Eradicator. That's not gonna happen.
Whatever that is, it smells bad.
She's too much of a monster
What kind of
heel
long
to
tongue?
lose on one
On one,
finisher.
yeah, exactly. And they've built her to the point to where she's a monster now. So you can't take down a monster with one finisher. You can't. It's never been the WWE tradition to do something like that. I'm excited for Randy Orton to get his final run because this is gonna be the last time he ever main events WrestleMania. So I'm excited to see it. I don't want a triple threat though.
I don't think we're getting it. I think
I think we're gonna get Cody. I think we're gonna
get
Cody
Orton one-on-one. Yeah, I
And-
think we're gonna get it.
I guess we can live with that. Although Drew Orton would have been fun, but it doesn't have the marquee of Cody.
Doesn't speak WrestleMania.
Right.
It doesn't say
Cody
WrestleMania. Orton Cody says WrestleMania because of their history.
I think that's the opening match on night one, and I think the women close it. Jade Rhea is your night one main event.
Nah, I think Cody Orton closes it.
I don't know because listen, Vince, many years ago, when Bianca won her first championship, made the call in MetLife Stadium to put Bianca and Mercedes Moné, then known as Sasha Banks,
Sasha
on
Banks.
as the main event of WrestleMania Night 1 that year. And it worked.
Listen, I wouldn't be upset.
Two black
but I'm
women
just saying-
were under Vince. Two black women were the main event at
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I wouldn't be upset if it happened, but I'm just looking at the fact that it's Orton. You're talking about a chance for him to get 15. And
Right.
to close the night.
Nah, Vic, I don't want to definitely don't want a fatal four-way, bro.
No way.
I definitely don't want a fatal four-way.
No,
I
man.
definitely don't want a fatal four-way.
can't do that to Randy. You can't do
No,
that to
right.
Randy.
I want Randy to have his final WrestleMania moment, 1-on-1 with somebody.
Win or
Win
lose
or lose,
against
right?
Cody. It's gonna be against Cody. And then you're gonna have either McIntyre versus Jacob or
Yeah.
McIntyre versus Nick Aldis.
Yeah, one of those will be on the card or for night 1 or night 2. I agree with that. Pierre says Drew is being booked as a coward champ, afraid to face Cody or Jacob. He's a huge dude and scared to face either of them. No, but that's what this is what that's what they're building him as. But you got to understand this, that Pierre, from a psychological standpoint, this is Drew now. Drew is now that he's got the title during a non-COVID year. His mindset is, I got to do anything I can to hold on to this thing. And he knows that he will not beat Cody or Jacob 101.
Don't forget, he already won the world title and lost it in 3 minutes.
And lost it in 3 minutes, right.
He won last year and lost the title in 3 minutes.
No, George. No, Jacob, Drew, Orton, and
No,
Cody.
we don't want a
No,
four-pack.
we don't want a
We
fatal
don't want a
four-way.
4-pack. No,
No.
we don't want a 4-pack.
Justin wants a fatal four. No, we don't.
Guys, we're talking about the WWE title. You don't want the WWE title at Mania in a fatal four-way.
It'll be set up Friday night. We'll see, George. We'll come back here next Tuesday and talk about it. But I think Cody walks out the champion on Friday night, and we get Cody Orton at Mania.
We're gonna have Cody Orton because we already got Punk Reigns. So you put
George is
both of
pretty
those
set.
matches on the card. You're gonna sell out the rest of those 7,000 tickets that they're trying to sell.
George is pretty confident that fatal four-way is going to happen. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But overall, Elimination Chamber was a decent show.
I
Again,
won't even watch it. I won't even watch it.
Yeah, I won't watch
Mania?
night one.
If that's the case, I wouldn't watch that match. I'm not gonna say I won't watch night one because
I'm watching night one. I'm just not watching that match.
Right, Rhea Jade is gonna be in night one, so I want to see that. I want to see that.
And I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I want Rhea to win.
Well, we know
Okay.
you want Rhea to win.
We know, mommy, your
you
girl.
want Rhea to win.
Pierre
But
says, I hate this booking because why put the title on him if he's going to duck people? But that's what heels do. Dominic
he's a
Mysterio's
coward
been
heel.
doing right.
He's
Dominic
not the
Mysterio's been
thug
doing
heel.
it. Dominic Mysterio's been doing it for the last year and change with the Intercontinental title. He's been ducking people and getting help. That's what builds heat for heels.
That's what Roman did for 4 years.
Right. Roman did nothing without the bloodline. Could he have? Yes, but as part of the storyline, the design was to as much as he was the man, the whole point was to make him act like a sniveling heel, and that's what it did. Did a great job with it. Moving on to Monday night, last night's Monday Night Raw. I love the open of that show. It was very Attitude Era-esque.
Seth
Down to
Rollins.
LA Knight driving that ambulance like a bat out of hell out of that ring.
He almost hit the guy in the vest.
Yeah, he had
Going
to
up
jump. I said, "Oh, that wasn't planned." He
that-
almost
No,
killed somebody.
he almost really hit that guy.
He almost killed dude. That was hilarious.
Dude looked up like, wait a minute. I
Oh
almost
yeah,
died.
George, I agree. George said, "I love Drew's work as champ so far. So petty." Yes, he's been great. He has absolutely done a great job. He is the champ. You want to hate the heel champion, and he has done that.
Think about this, guy. Think about this. Why Drew had the title during this time. And y'all tell me if you agree or not. It was so that Cody could be in both of those big matches. Without him being the champion, he was able to go into the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Without him being the champion, he was able to go into the Elimination Chamber.
And he lost them both.
He lost them both so that it could, but it added star power to both of those matches.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to Mania. We need the star power back at Mania. Drew's losing that belt on Friday.
Back to QB1.
Back to QB1, baby. Yes. That was so that WWE could market those matches with Cody in both of them. Think
Absolutely.
about that.
Absolutely.
Now, business is done. Let's go. We going back to QB1.
Go back to QB1. Justin said, "Well, let me retract. Only reason why Fatu wouldn't need to be in the storyline anymore since Jay is back." Well, no, Jay winning that spot in the chamber. I knew it was going to be a swerve. I knew it
You know what?
Yes.
because when Jay
That's
won that
it.
match, I said they're not putting him back in the championship anymore.
Jay, you just,
I knew
you
there was going to be a
just
swerve.
Jay, you just uncovered the plan. Because the ultimate goal is for those guys.
To put the bloodline back together.
I don't even think it's that. I think the ultimate goal is to sell Street Fighter.
It's to sell Street Fighter and it's to sell out WrestleMania.
Oh,
It's to
definitely
sell
sell out
out
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, and it's to sell out Street, and it's to sell
It's
Street Fighter,
twofold.
and
It's
that's why.
twofold.
So now I think they putting the belt back on Roman.
Okay. I understand the logic,
I think the belt's going back on Roman
but
because that Street Fighter's a WWE movie.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you why, but I said it in the chat. The part-time champion was under Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H, since he's Triple
he
H
likes
is,
fighting champions.
and again, the second thing is the reason why we got the world title is because Roman was a part-time champion, and at the time, Raw didn't have a world champion.
Mm-hmm.
Roman was on Fox on SmackDown. So what did Triple H do? He created the world title so that there could be a champion on each brand. And so that while Roman was home, Seth Rollins, who was the inaugural champion, could go between both brands with the title. Triple H is not a part-time guy. Now, I'm not saying he won't change his mind because anything is possible. I just find it hard that Roman is going to be a part-time champion, and we're going to go back
in
to
this
him
era,
being a part-time
right, in this
champion in this
era.
era again. I don't know. You may be right. I'm not, but I just think it's going to be difficult for WWE to go back to the part-time champion when the reason why we created this title is so that we can have both the titles on TV.
Yeah.
All the time.
And now we're in
Right.
Netflix era.
Yeah.
And this is why Cody was made QB1 because he's going to be there every week.
And so is and Punk, which Roman mentioned last night that he's complaining about, which I think is a lie. I don't think Punk is complaining. But
No.
that's why you need both belts every week on the show, even if you're not defending it, you gotta be there with the title. And Roman is just not able to do that. So I don't know. You might be right. You could be right, but I don't see
sick
it.
though. Like, ain't he sick?
I
Say it
mean,
again.
well, no, his leukemia is in remission, but again, it's a cancer, so it could come back at any time.
And he's taking the oral medicine. He's taking oral chemotherapy.
So you do have to be mindful and watch for that. He can never go back to a real 300-day WWE full-time schedule. That's never going to happen.
No.
But I did hear through the grapevine that he did want to do more dates and be more of a full-time player with things. I mean, he's going to show up again next week, so we'll see what happens.
No, week after.
Oh, the week after next.
Yeah, week after.
So I mean, if we get Roman every other week, that's still good.
Well, that would be great if he could do that.
We just can't have one.
Well, you don't
Roman
need him to fight every week.
No, agreed.
Yeah,
but he
the
needs to be
travel is
there.
too
The
much
travel,
on him.
right?
It's the travel that beats him down. It's the travel that beats him down. That's the thing.
But
So-
agreed, Justin. Last night was absolutely. It was very that entire show was very 90s esque.
Let's start with the opening. That opening was crazy.
Yo, Seth is accepted. He's more accepted now than he's ever been.
Yeah.
Y'all saw I put it in the chat last night. Face Seth is greater than heel Seth.
Better
You
than Hill
said
said.
Yeah.
I like
The Monday
like
Night
what they
Messiah
did.
is back.
I like what they did. I really feel like this is the beginning of the end of the Vision.
Oh,
I
definitely.
really hope it is. I'm tired of it. It did not work. Cannonball this joint right now.
Listen, because Braun Breaker and Mr. Tsunami got hurt, that only accelerated the vision being buried.
Agreed.
When both of them got hurt within 3 weeks of each other,
Yeah, that was the end.
that was the end. That was it.
I didn't see how Logan needed it. Logan is bigger than all of them.
They
He
just
didn't
threw
need
him
it.
in.
Seth didn't need it. Remember, we said that in the beginning. There was no need. Seth Rollins needed a faction.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins did not need Paul Heyman.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
Paul Heyman is for guys who either can't talk on the mic or need help. He needs not Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman needs to be with monster heels. It works with Lesnar. It works with the OTC, the original version of the OTC. That's who it works with. So if you wanted to put him with Braun Breaker, I'd be fine with that. But you don't need an entire faction. You didn't. It was absolutely unnecessary.
It was unnecessary and it was a waste of time and it never caught on no matter what they did.
It didn't
I
catch
mean,
on.
it all started with Seth getting hurt, tell you the truth. We talking
New
about
logo.
Yeah,
Seth
it
hurt,
started.
A whole
then
new,
Braun
a whole
Breaker.
new logo, an animated logo. None of it worked.
It didn't work at all. It has not
And
worked.
I'm hoping that Seth doesn't go back to the crazy outfits. I hope he doesn't go back to that.
No, I like what I saw last night because it's like it's a darker Seth.
He don't have the blonde streaks
Very-
in his hair.
very
He's got
serious.
his regular jet black hair again.
It's more like the Shield Seth
or the Beast Slayer.
or the Beast Slayer Seth. So I think that absolutely works. George said Vision versus Usos at Mania for the tag titles. No thank you.
But they're gonna do it though. Yeah, they're gonna do it.
But no thank you.
They're
I don't
gonna do
wanna
it.
see
I don't want to see it, but they're gonna do it. That's gonna be night. That's happening. He's right
Usos
about
are gonna
that.
win that.
Yeah, they're gonna win it.
I
Usos
agree.
are
Yeah,
gonna win that.
George, that did start last night. I absolutely agree. That's where it's headed. I don't want to see it, but I agree that is where it's headed.
Yeah, Usos are gonna win that. That one and done move is crazy. Usos are gonna
Oh, the
win.
1D.
Well, that's
It's
from
actually the
Dudleys.
3D, the Deadly
It's
Death
actually
Drop.
the 3D.
That's the Deadly Death Drop.
They took that from the Dudleys.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they didn't take it. They got permission.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Call it what you will, Bishop.
they're on record. They're saying we
I know they had
we
a
went to
talk with
Bubba and
Bubba and
Devon and we
Devon.
asked,
I
could
know.
we have this?
I know.
They got
I
permission.
know. I know.
But it's always been one of my favorite moves. When it was the 3D, it was one of my favorite moves.
And I love when
Sidebar.
the crowd would go 3. I love
Sidebar.
it.
Seagram's ginger ale is liquor.
What?
Oh man, nah. See, Canada Dry is my joint, Doc.
I'm a Schweppes man personally, honestly.
I'm Canada Dry.
Yo, I can't.
Actually, they've got another one that I love that's out here called Hal's.
Oh yeah, Hal's is good. Hal's ginger ale is good. And they make good seltzer as well. Their seltzer is nice and strong.
They got a grape ginger ale and a raspberry ginger ale. Oh,
I didn't realize I was drinking.
I haven't
Seagram.
had Hal's raspberry or grape yet because I drink Schweppes dry grape all the time, and I drink Schweppes raspberry all the time.
It's
Bad
gonna bless-
part is I can't get the raspberry and the grape down here. I have to wait till I come to New York to get it.
Or you can order it to your house.
And that's what I'm gonna have to start doing because I'm very upset about it.
It'll bless your life, Bishop.
I like this
I'm gonna
statement.
check it
I like this statement on the screen.
Oba
I like
Femi
that.
doesn't need to be facing Rusev. That's beneath him at this point. I wouldn't say it's
Nah,
beneath
it's a
him
stepping
because
stone.
yeah,
Listen,
Rusev,
you know I'm trying to get Artel into wrestling. She like
Oba Femi.
that
I think
walk.
we're gonna get either Oba versus Brock or Seth versus Brock. We're gonna get one of those.
We're gonna get one of those. I do agree with that for the Brock Lesnar Open Challenge at
Yes,
WrestleMania.
we're gonna get one.
I thought that was a very interesting concept. The fact that no one has accepted yet, I thought was strange because when they announced it, I was waiting for somebody to come out to accept it so we could build it toward Mania. But clearly they're trying to make it some sort of surprise.
They're stretching it out.
Yeah. And they've done it a lot this year, like with the whole thing with these masked people. They've been stretching those things out for weeks. Everybody and their mama knew that it was Seth Rollins.
They was gonna have to end it. I don't think it was Seth originally, but I think they pivoted and said we got to put an end to this. Let it be Seth,
It needed to be
because the
Seth.
vision is about to be over. So because the vision is about to be over, we got to reveal the masked man. Let it be Seth.
Yes, the vision is blind. But for Pierre, Pierre's comment, I wouldn't say that he doesn't need to be facing a Rusev. My only problem is this. I've noticed, and again, it's one of those subtle things. I've noticed that Rusev has gone back to wearing the Rusev Day t-shirt, which is kind of a big deal. So I'm like, is Damian Sandow coming back?
Rusev Day.
Yes. Since we're bringing back the Rusev Day gimmick, which was super over, and Vince, for whatever reason, kept trying to bury it.
Because he didn't come up with it.
Yeah, Vince's was good for that. If he didn't come up with it, he tried to bury you.
You know that. You know how he did. He did that with Matt Hardy with the broken Matt. He didn't come up with it.
Which was absolutely, that's still one of the best gimmicks I've ever seen.
Yes, and he wouldn't let him run with it. And then when he finally let him run with it, he teamed him up with not Uncle, what's his name? Not Uncle Howdy.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt teamed him with Bray. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't like this because the thing is, Rusev during the Rusev Day era was a face. So Oba is over, but I can't call him a baby face.
He is a baby face though.
Yeah.
He's a tweener. I think he's a tweener. I think he'll wound up being a tweener.
But much in the way
Punk right now.
Trick is supposed to be a heel, but Trick is so over that they're forcing him face.
Yeah.
It's like CM Punk. I know we're gonna get to it. You can't make Punk up. You can't make him a heel if you try.
Oh yeah, Punk can never be a heel again. That's over. Punk could never be a heel.
No matter what he does, he's gonna get cheered.
Mm-hmm.
If he does heel stuff at Mania against Roman, it's gonna pop the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd is gonna pop. There's certain people that are untouchable. You can't force the crowd's hand.
Agreed.
And Oba is that dude from NXT.
Yeah.
Trent is that dude from NXT. Those two guys, you can't turn them if you try. It's over. It's nothing that they can do.
True. Pierre thinks that Brock is fighting Gunther at Mania. I gotta disagree with that, Pierre, because Gunther's not fighting anybody that doesn't fall into this career killer gimmick. If they don't fall, so the only way that would happen was if Brock was retiring after WrestleMania, which we know he's not.
Brock making too much money right now.
Right.
He ain't
And Gunther's not going to fight anybody whose career he's not ending. Granted, he did fight Dragon Lee last night, which, again, kudos to Dragon Lee. I love the aggression from Dragon Lee last night.
Great match.
Yes. Yeah, it wasn't your typical Gunther squash match where he just pounds you on your chest and then sleeper holds you to death. Dragon Lee made him work a lot harder, so I definitely appreciate what Dragon Lee did last night. George says the main concern is keeping Oba on TV as much as possible. Absolutely. That's why he hasn't technically signed on either show yet.
Right. He's a free agent, so that way he can go between
go back
both
and forth
brands.
between shows. So eventually they'll put him somewhere. But I agree, Oba's too much of an attraction right now. Oba should be everywhere right now. Honestly.
Do you hear the crowd when this dude comes down to the ring?
Yeah. The two biggest pops right now, not named CM Punk, are Oba.
Uh-oh.
We lost him. Oh, there you go.
Oh, you back.
Oba and Trick are the two biggest pops right now, not named CM Punk.
I agree.
Yo, now, and that's the thing. Roman's pop was good last night, but yo, when CM Punk hit the ring.
Oh, the CM Punk pop. Come on. What are we doing?
Yo, man said, you don't have no bloodline. You don't have no wise man. You don't have anybody. He said, I'm going to bury you. And then you won't be alone anymore. Because I'm going to bury you next to your father.
Listen.
I said,
Let me tell you something.
Oh, this is personal now. Okay.
It's been personal since the first promo. But last night, I was was in the living room and the house was quiet because everyone was asleep.
You done made noise and
When
woke up the
he
house.
when he dropped that line in here, I was going, woo, woo, woo. Yo, I went ballistic. And I looked on social media and people are killing Punk. I'm like this. I
That's what
loved it.
Punk did. What you were supposed to do.
Yeah,
This generation is too sensitive.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. I'm like,
He's like,
oh,
you
this
won't
is
be alone.
father. I said, first of all, you don't think they had a discussion backstage? It was already cleared for him to say.
You won't
They
be
talked
alone,
about it.
and you won't be alone anymore.
That
So
man
we'll
said,
bury
"I'm
you
gonna bury
next to
you
your
next to your
father.
father."
But before that, Punk said, you see these bags in my eyes?
So
He
gotta
said,
carry
"Yeah,
your
he said, I
BS.
got these bags. I'm gonna be carrying you for the next 7 weeks, carrying you for the next 7 weeks." And people didn't get it. What he was saying is, I'm gonna be here and you
I'm gonna
not.
be here. You not. Yep.
He killed him with that line.
Yeah,
He dropped him.
yeah.
Yo, I was telling people online last night, I was going at it with them. I said, yeah, y'all talking about how Roman cooked. Roman had to tell a whole story. Punk only dropped one line. That's the difference between the OG. The OG dropped one line, dropped the mic, and left.
And again, it's not to say that Roman didn't cook. He absolutely did.
He did.
But
He cooked. He cooked.
but it was that's the difference between being good
Good
at
on
your
the mic
job
and great on the mic.
and just be exceptional.
Yeah.
Yes. Punk is the top guy on the mic in the
CM Punk
company.
CM Punk could be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame on mic skills alone.
He could become a manager after he leaves and just work the mic. He's better than Heyman. He's better than Heyman.
And he
This
was the
guy
original
is
Paul
next.
Heyman guy.
This guy is next level on the microphone, man. I'm just like, oh my gosh, how did he even get there?
It
It was
was no
like,
like, yo, who's our top five mic guys? Top five all time. Who's
all
the
I was gonna say of this era or all time.
all time?
Well,
All time.
I'll give y'all a minute to think about it while I go through some comments. Pierre says he likes Chad Gable's Grande Americana over than Kaiser. I enjoy Kaiser. Kaiser's funny
that's
as
gonna be a WrestleMania match
yeah.
too.
And there'll be an unmasking.
Yes.
There'll be finally an unmasking. Dragon Lee, yeah, Dragon Lee definitely had Gunther sweating.
He's the real deal. Dragon Lee is the real deal.
Absolutely. So is Penta.
Yes.
Penta was great last night.
Yes.
Enter the new IC.
Yeah.
Penta
Yeah.
was fantastic last night.
Great
Um,
investment by WWE
yes.
and both of those guys. Gotta
Yes.
give it to them.
Yes. Justin said, can't lie, Oba heel in the future would be great. I think we all agree with that. Yes, AJ Lee gets a huge pop because she's AJ Lee. I mean,
Yeah.
she's the modern women's era owes what it is now to AJ Lee.
She's diva royalty, man.
Yeah. They where the women's division is now is owed to AJ Lee. It is owed to her.
I think Bella's fight the irresistible forces at WrestleMania for the tag titles
And get squashed.
and get squashed. Yeah.
Because
I
I
don't
feel
like that. I don't like that name, but I like that team.
oh yeah, the irresistible forces. That's
I hate that name. I need them to come up with a different name. That name is terrible.
Nah,
The
that's
irresistible
that's
force.
their name going forward, Doc. That's it. Irresistible forces.
those are two big broads.
But yo, do you see how much weight Nia
Oh, Nia
Jax has
lost?
lost?
But and people because people forget like she's always been big in
She's a
terms of
Samoan.
her size. She's right. She's a Samoan. That's not a little woman. Nia is 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Lash is 6 feet tall.
And they got and Lash got some muscle to her.
Lash is yeah.
She's a former WNBA player. She used
Top
to play in the
five.
WNBA.
Welcome back.
Top five on the mic.
All right, so go for it. Type 5 on the mic. L, you go first.
You
Go
want to
ahead.
go first, Jay?
Well, Jay, you want to go first.
It don't matter. I can go
You
first.
finishing up.
You go
Ric
first, Dave.
Flair.
Who?
Ric Flair. I'm not putting them in
Not
any
no
order. I'm
order.
just
No
throwing
order.
them
It
No
out
doesn't have to
there.
be
order.
in order.
Okay.
No.
Ric
Ric
Doesn't have
Flair.
to be in
Flair.
order. Flair.
The Rock.
Okay.
The Rock.
Rowdy Piper.
Okay. That's a nice choice.
Um, Ric Flair, The Rock, Rowdy Piper. I didn't care for Hogan on the mic. I just
No, he
didn't.
wasn't good. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna be
didn't
real. He
care.
wasn't good.
I
Nah.
didn't care for Hogan on the mic. I'm trying
Rick
to think all
Ric
across.
Flair, Roddy
Yeah,
Piper,
The Rock.
The Rock,
Um,
Punk, of course, and
CM Punk.
who's the
all
fifth?
time, all time,
All
Punk.
time CM Punk. Yes.
Okay,
I can
okay,
see
Yeah.
that Punk.
Yo,
Yeah.
CM Punk. He did it. He did it in AEW too. He
okay,
took MJF over there
okay.
and MJF
Okay.
MJF.
from
You
AEW.
got to watch
I'm giving it
AEW.
AEW. I'm not just doing total W. I'm doing
Right.
across wrestling,
Across
not just
wrestling.
WWE.
Okay.
So I'm going with your first three for sure. Flair, Rock, and Rowdy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Macho Man,
Okay.
I put him at 6 because that's
Okay.
my dude.
That's the honorable mention. Okay.
Macho Man, and yo, I just watched him the other day. Paul Orndorff was all right on that
Mr.
microphone, yo.
Wonderful. Okay.
Mr. Wonderful.
Not a bad choice.
Not at all.
yo,
Not at all.
yo,
A
Paul.
case can be made for Paul Orndorff being
I
in the
was,
top five.
y'all know, I've been binge watching. I've been,
The older shows. Right.
Not a
yo,
bad choice. Not a bad
Paul
choice.
Orndorff used to, Paul Orndorff used to be scary, yo.
He gave Hogan the business.
He gave Hogan the business. And my honorable mention,
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold is up there, but
Triple H wasn't bad on the mic either.
Triple H wasn't bad neither. Yeah, and
He got better once they let him be Triple H and he was no longer Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Right.
um, I enjoyed Jake the Snake too.
That's a good choice.
Jake is a great choice.
That's a good choice there.
Yo, Jake the Snake was so smooth with it,
He was very cerebral.
very
Yeah.
cerebral,
His promos made you think.
mellow tone. Like yo,
Yeah, his tonality never changed. He did them in almost a whisper, so you had to lean in to listen to what he was saying.
oh, yo.
I'll put Mr. Perfect in the top 10. I'll put Kurt Hennig in the top 10. He was good on the mic too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Perfect
Yeah, Mr. Perfect was good. Was great
really
on the
good.
mic. Kurt Hennig. He was one of my favorite Intercontinental champions.
Pierre's
Mr.
top five
Perfect.
is Punk, Cena, Rock, Flair, and the Rowdy one. Good choice.
Cena, you right. I can't. Who
Cena,
would I bump out for
Cena's
Cena?
great on the mic.
Cena's great on the mic. Cena's in the top 5. Who do I take out though? I said Flair, Rock, Piper. I take Piper out and put in Cena.
Okay.
Taking Piper out.
Yeah, and put in Cena.
I mean, for Cena,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, Cena.
Because-
Cena made a lot of people look bad out there.
Because Piper was great, yes, individually, but what took Piper over the top as a talker was Piper's Pit.
Yeah, and the fact that nobody could go like like Piper wasn't the type of guy you could spar with.
Yeah.
All the other guys you could spar, but then in the end they were going to ding you.
Yeah.
I used to like when now he wasn't great all the time, but when Ultimate Warrior got into that vein when he was calling the spirits and stuff,
Oh my God, they killed him. They can't stand the Warrior.
That was terrible.
Don't you ever say the Warrior Butler. You can't
Warrior.
do it. They say this
I
dude
know-
be talking. No
I know the
way.
company doesn't like him. I know the company don't like him.
I
But
never liked Warrior on the mic.
Other
ever.
wrestlers don't. They said his promos didn't make any sense.
It didn't.
but that's what made it. Yo, Yo, that's what made it good, though.
Made no sense at all.
That's what made it good, though.
Bishop D'Lo, what's your top five?
My top five: CM Punk,
Okay.
John Cena,
Okay.
Dwayne Johnson,
Okay.
Ric Flair,
Yes, sir.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right.
Those
Yo,
are my
Macho,
guys.
Macho Man on the mic was wild.
Because for me, much like Jake Roberts, it was the inflections. Whereas Jake just got real low and would just talk right here.
Dude,
Macho went from high to low, depending upon the hype of the match and how much his character either loved or hated who he was fighting. That inflection told a story, and I love that.
When Macho Man was the Intercontinental Champion as a heel, was his best mic work.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Yeah,
gotta
when
go
he tried
back.
to kill Ricky Steamboat.
You gotta go back when he was fighting Ricky Steamboat,
Yeah.
Billy Jack Haynes,
Yeah.
Tito Santana.
Yep.
He fought Jake the Snake when he was a heel. You got to go back to those promos when he
Yeah.
was the Intercontinental Champion. How he talked to Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was next level. It was next level.
That's what made me fall in love with the
Dusty
Macho
was
Man.
good too on the mic.
Dusty
Who?
was good. Dusty Rhodes. The
Dusty was
American
good on the
Dream.
mic. He was.
Dusty was good on the mic. He was good on the mic. I wouldn't say he was great. But
Dusty was a great storyteller.
Yes, that he was. He was a great storyteller. Justin's top five is Punk. Hogan. Justin.
Hogan, come on, man.
Justin. Come
Well,
on.
You know something, brother? Hulkamania. No.
Maybe for 9-year-old me, say your prayers and eat your vitamins, but going back and watching Hogan was terrible. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rocky, Mick. You know what? Foley gets an honorable mention,
Foley does.
but for me, it's Foley as Mankind.
You don't like him as Cactus Jack?
I liked him as Cactus Jack, but there was something about his Mankind promos. His Mankind promos were really, really dark.
And his
And I
feud
loved it.
with the Undertaker as a
Yes.
heel Mankind.
Yes, that promo work was top tier.
They had the Boiler Room Brawl,
Oh yeah.
and then the Hell in a Cell where he throws Foley off the top of the cage.
Threw him off the top of the cage. Then he fell through the cage. I'm like, Foley is gonna die. Like, what is happening here?
Right. I was like, we're going to see a death right in front of us.
Right in front of us. And Vince would have loved it. His
Yeah.
crazy self. Justin said he's gonna add Macho Man. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
add
Macho Man is in there, man. You can't ignore Macho Man.
Bishop Heflin says Flair, Razor Ramon. Interesting.
Scott Hall. Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior,
No, you can't put the Warrior
No.
in there.
Macho Man Randy Savage, and Big Daddy Cool, Diesel.
Oh,
I might give you Scott Hall, but I cannot give you Kevin Nash. I can't.
Kevin Nash was never a good promo. Even when he was Kevin Nash, he wasn't a good pro. Diesel, he was horrible. He was the worst drawing champion ever.
Vicky
Drawing
Guerrero,
money
you
for the
stupid.
Gate Butler. Diesel was the worst champion ever to draw, but he couldn't draw money.
He couldn't draw money at all. Overseer
Wait,
Hendrickson says Flair, Hogan. Are we talking about the animal from the
Road
from
Warriors or George the Animal Steel?
Or George the Animal Steel? Rock and superstar Billy Graham.
Billy Graham was a great promo.
Good
He
talker.
was.
Yeah, good talker.
Hogan stole his gimmick, but
Stole it. Oh my God. Did he steal it? All jokes aside, as a kid, I remember the first time I saw Hogan, I thought it was superstar Billy Graham.
he stole his.
That's how much. I'm like,
Well,
superstar
listen,
Billy Graham got a little younger.
Flair stole Playboy Buddy Rogers.
Playboy Buddy Rogers gimmick.
He
Yep.
stole his gimmick. So
I mean, it was a different era because back, remember, all these guys started in the territory era where guys really wasn't crossing lines like that. So two guys could have the same gimmick, but once Vince really got into this whole global takeover, because for those of you who aren't real wrestling fans or haven't been wrestling fans like we are, it goes back to the territories. The
Black
United States was
Saturday.
broken into territories. You had local television, and every wrestling promotion was in their local area. So the Northeast belonged to Vincent McMahon Sr., which was the WWF with three W's originally,
Right.
Mhm.
and his son worked for him. And then down south, you had Jim Cornette, and you had you had
You had world
Wor-
world class wrestling.
you had world class
You had
wrestling, the original
Mid-South.
WCW. You had Mid South.
You had Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Georgia Championship. You had Memphis, which was owned and
Yep.
still owned by our good friend
Jerry Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler. So and everybody had their own territory and had their own television programs. And then Vince Sr. decided to get out of the wrestling business, sold it to his son, and his son said, "I want to dominate globally." Vince Sr. was not happy about it, which is why Vince Jr. didn't tell him about his plan until after he bought the company, because he knows Vince Sr. would have never sold it to him had he known what he had planned.
Don't forget about the USWA.
USWA, and then,
and
of course,
look for those of you that really want to catch up on this. If you really want to get into it and you're binging, look up Vince McMahon Black Saturday.
Yep.
And put YouTube behind it.
YouTube. Mm-hmm.
And the video will come up, and it's gonna be it's the day they call Black Saturday, when Vince invaded the South, and he was on the television channel with all of their wrestling programming that went on down there.
And Vince was
did a
throwing money at
hostile-
the top stars in all of those promotions and luring them to the WWF.
Vince did a hostile takeover, Black
'Cause
Saturday.
Junkyard Dog was a South guy.
Well, he was Mid-South.
Mm-hmm.
Flair
Hogan was an NWA
and
guy.
Flair and Piper used to be a faction in Georgia
And
Championship Wrestling.
Georgia Championship. Yep.
Don't forget about what was that? What was that promotion? It used to come on ESPN. And Kurt Hennig was the champion. AWA.
AWA. The AWA. Yes, because back then and AWA and NWA had an agreement. Vince, interestingly enough, had an agreement with Pacific Championship Wrestling, which back then was owned by the High Chief Peter Maivia, and then later by his wife Leah. So that was how all the Samoans ended up being funneled to the WWF.
Wild
So
Samoans. Yep.
Wild
High Chief
Samoans.
Maivia.
Yep. Rocky Johnson, like that whole crew. And that's where they were back in those days. So that was great stuff. Pierre says The Miz is great on the mic as well. The Miz is good. His energy is great.
He's good. I wouldn't put him top 10. I'll put him 11 through 20.
Pierre
I'll put
says
him 11
Jesse,
through 20.
Road Dogg was good within the gimmick of DX.
Yeah, but I
He
wouldn't
was
throw
good
him a
with the New Age
microphone.
Outlaws, part of that faction. He
Yeah.
was good there.
He's not like a guy you can say, "Here, I'm gonna give you the mic. Go out there and cut me a promo."
The Mick Foley, the Mankind Undertaker. Yeah, thumbtacks. Yes.
My phone is going dead, guys. Jesus, this
Yeah.
thing came on.
We about to get out of here.
Now we getting out of here, brother.
Road Warriors, Jason said. Okay, so Animal from Road Warriors. Okay. All right, that's a good one. Billy Graham, wow, I forgot about him.
I
Eddie-
would say Hawk was the better promo artist than Animal out of the two.
Jason
Tell
feels
him,
like
Hawk. Well,
right,
you know.
right.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero was cool. I wouldn't say he was top tier like that, but he was cool. But listen, we could get into this all night. We're gonna have to have a wrestling only show again real soon because there's obviously a lot for us to discuss.
Yeah, we didn't even touch CM Punk Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
like
we haven't really
ordered.
gotten
Yeah.
into that. But there again, Nick game tonight, so it kind of pushed us back in terms of time. But we'll be back next Tuesday, back in our regular time slot. Knicks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder tomorrow, second night of a back-to-back for both teams, so that ought to be fun. SmackDown Friday night, Cody Rhodes gets a shot at the title to take it off of Drew
champ.
McIntyre leading into WrestleMania to go on
He's
to face
taking
Randy
it.
Orton.
He's taking it.
New champ.
I think we all agree, but we'll come back and we'll discuss it
And
all next Tuesday. and new. That's what we believe. I think we're all in agreement with that. The road to Mania, Justin, is absolutely correct. It is off and running. We are now finally officially in WrestleMania season. But
Yes.
for tonight, this show is officially over. So we thank all of you who joined us tonight. We will see you next Tuesday night. Until then, as always, orange and blue skies. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you next week.
The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, church guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We reppin' every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the gospel, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score, we gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, lock in, let the truth be shown. Church guy sports show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The church guys.